Hello there. Welcome to Blitz Transmissions. This is Blitz Barracks number 2. This is my monthly series, monthly live show that I started last month. This is the second month in a row of doing it, basically on the last Sunday of the month, which just so happened to be the last day of August this time around. I do a nice little stream, bring a bunch of friends on, we from all corners of the Star Wars community, and we talk some updates on Star Wars action figures, kind of do like a monthly recap on what's going on action figures, news-wise, movies, shows, you name it. Anything that anybody really wants to talk about Star Wars related, we're going to jump in and we're going to talk about it. On today's agenda, we're going to be just covering, I'm going to be going through yakface.com. Shout out to that website. We're going to be just shotgunning through a lot of the reveals and kind of news that happened collector-wise. We're going to be talking, obviously, about the HasLab Republic gunship, and we're going to be talking about, at the end, the Star Wars Starfighter news with cast listings and things of that nature. So, I'm joined with a bunch of people, as always. As always. Of course, next to me here, we have the Cheese Prince, 212 Hunter. What's going on, brother?
Not a whole lot. Glad to be here.
Hell yeah. Hunter, his Instagram page is linked in the description below. Hunter, tell everyone a little bit about how you collect, what your limited social media presence is on Instagram.
Well, I used to more frequently post pictures of my collection on Instagram, but it's mostly 212 clones, Commander Cody. My goal is to get every Commander Cody collectible ever, and I've gotten pretty far with that. I got to update some pictures of my collection when it comes to that, but I'm big into 3 3/4-inch vehicles. You can kind of see some of that behind me, and other things too, like Halo and even Power Rangers now. So,
hell yeah! Sick. And then we got my boy Wilbon, the host of the hit show Monday Night Figure Ball. Wilbon, how we doing?
Hit show is being a little bit generous, but I stream every Monday with those guys, Zoo Boy, Mr. Coffee, this other guy down here, all the way to the Fig Fury. Yeah, we have a good time on that show, just yapping, talking all sorts of toys, Star Wars in every scale. Yeah, I collect a little bit of everything, like as far as Star Wars goes, like TVC, Hot Toys, Black Series, imports. Like I collect it all. I'm into wrestling stuff too. That's kind of my bread and butter these days. I love that stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. And then we have a co-host of Monday Night Figure Ball, Fig Fury, or his Latin name, Uncus Figus. What's going on? Unk, how are you doing?
Not bad. Thanks for having me again, Tommy.
Hell yeah.
Excited for the stream. Excited to stream with all these lovely gentlemen here. It's going to be a good time. A lot of Star Wars talk, and that's always fun. So, yeah, about me, I do figure photography. I've been for like 8 years. I post a lot of it on IG, and check out my Instagram if you haven't, and also check out Monday Night Figure Ball. We have IG, we have YouTube, as Wilbon says. We stream every Monday. So, if you like this stream, check that out as well.
That's right.
And now I always have the ban button hovering over this guy here. We have Shelf Life, obsessed with clone troopers. It's the only reason I tolerate him. Here he is. Shelf, how we doing, brother?
I'm doing fine, Tommy. Thanks for having me. I'm so blessed to be with all these amazing guys tonight. Let's go. Go Chargers. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck out of here. But, you don't got to go to my channel. Don't subscribe. Don't watch my stuff. Go to everyone else's channel and subscribe. That's all I got to say.
Oh, man. And then we have some of the TVC crew I've been very chummy with recently. We have Toys Are the Way. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Glad to be here again. Ready to talk some Star Wars toys and stuff like that. Pretty much just a simple collector making his way through the galaxy, taking photos, world building, as you can see, and just enjoying Star Wars.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man. I watched your recent collection update video. I always wait, because if I want to comment on a video, I don't watch the last, 2 minutes. So I still need to get around to watching the last couple minutes. But those dioramas you have in the back there are awesome.
Awesome, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking it out.
And then of the SWTVC crew, we have John, aka the Vintage Concepts, on Instagram. What's going on, man?
Yes, hello. I'm good. Thank you for having me again. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again. Nice to meet everybody who I don't already know. And yeah, we were talking before the stream, but we just were able to do an interview with Steve Evans and Chris Reif over on the SWTVC YouTube channel, which came together really quickly on Friday, and I think it turned out. I'm very happy with it. It was nice to get a little deeper, a little more personal with these guys, and see what this all means to them, and why the gunship in particular is special to them. Well, I know we'll get into that later, but yeah. So if you haven't already seen it, I'd appreciate folks checking that out, because it was nice of them to take the time out of their day to sit with us. So it was a good time.
Hell yeah. That interview was fantastic. Everybody definitely needs to go watch that. Before I go into checking out some people that are yapping in the chat right now, I did just want to say everybody's links are in the description below. So YouTube channels, Instagram pages, everybody's social media is linked in the description below. So you'll be able to find, if you want to check out someone's YouTube channel, Instagram, follow them up, definitely go do that. Let's run over the people going on in the chat here. First up, we have Cheesy Napkin, my little brother Logan, telling me that I'm muted before the stream even started. Logan had his first week of high school, and now he thinks he's educated or something. So
I'm surprised he got that message before his internet cut out, because for the past 3 days of me playing games with him, every 10 seconds his internet cuts out.
We got AC in here, and he is a channel member. If you want to become a channel member, get all my reviews early, exclusive badges, priority replies in the comment section for 99 cents a month. Become a member of Rancor Battalion. It's in the description below if you're on a mobile device, and if you're on a desktop, it should be a little join button next to the channel name there. We've got Joshua Barrios Manriquez. We'll start in 53 minutes. We got my boy Hal Runner Base. What's going on, Hal Runner? Hal Runner says hashtag back the LAAT. Back the slop. Same with Baymax in here. LFG, back the LAAT. Get that gunship. Been some... I don't know what that... Huh? We got Zutton for president. Hey, y'all. Hey, shout out to my boy, Commander Cook. What's going on, Cookie, with the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Commander Cook, one of the best action figure customizers in the game for Black Series.
Yeah.
The quality of his customs are insane. Shout out to my dad, Commander Bly, who is as well as Commander Cook, I guess they're both Patreon members in the ARC Trooper tier. My Patreon is linked in the description below. I will be doing my next Patreon giveaway tomorrow. I'll be live streaming that. We do monthly giveaways over there. So if you want access to that and all my content early, you can check that out in the description. We got Fingerball down here. We got the Max Rebo Experience. We got Crom77, another Patreon member. What's going on, man? We got Peak Obi-Wan with some garbage Kenner figure on his profile picture. We got Toys Are the Way. Hey, I know that guy.
Hey, what you doing there?
We got, let's see, I got to scroll. We got, John Graver, the Space Jockey. I spit on Black Series. What's going on, dude?
I spit on Black Series.
Got Schizo Toy Reviews. I want in on the stream. I'll get you on. I'll get you on one of these, man. We got.
Oh yeah. We need to talk to him again for sure.
Maxibius. Hello, boyos. Sci-Fi Dude, what's going on? Riley Bob. I'm seeing my people from the TVC community popping in now, showing out. What's going on, guys? We got 49er Brian in here. Hey, we got Carbonites. We got Bolts. $3 super chat from Riley Bob. Gotta send TVC love for John Mustache and Toys Are the Way.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Raleigh.
We got TD3 Trooper, who's been a channel member for 5 months. We got Max Rebo Experience, been a channel member for 8 months. I'm thinking that LAAT's going to hit 14,000. I don't know what to say.
Hey, I hope so. We'll see.
So I'm going to leave it there with the chat. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We got 47 people watching already, considering I only posted about the stream like 2.5 hours ago. It's pretty good numbers, and I hope to see more popping in as the stream progresses here.
Hey, someone made a good point here. Where's your LAAT hat?
Where's the LAAT hat? That's a good question. What's going on, Chris? Speaking of the LAAT hat, I may as well just jump into the first thing on the itinerary here. Let me get my bearings together and grab these photos real quick. So if you guys remember the Back the LAAT marathon, we've got my dad put together what's now known as the LAAT hat in the community. That is this. This is the 2.0 version. Let me make myself big for the
Insane.
Crazy.
This is the LAAT hat 2.0. This one is, of course, colored to be the green Republic gunship that came out in 2005. My favorite version that I had as a kid.
That's so awesome.
Because this never showed up on screen, so I could pretend that this was like my unit's gunship of clones when I was a kid.
Yes, for sure.
As you can see, we now have upgraded with ball turrets. We have turrets on the wings, upgraded detail on the top here. We even have detail on the back of the damn thing with the sliding doors.
Dang.
Adjustable band on the thing here. Let's see if I can put it on here. It's got a Velcro strap on the back with adjustable sizing. If you got a big fat melon like me, or if you got a tiny little head like Shelf Life has, you can.
Don't fuck yourself.
And there we go. Look at how nice that fits with the headphones on. I can. Look at how swooshable it is. The swooshability is great. So, Commander Bly in the chat is actively taking. He's actively taking orders right now.
Dude, got the LAAT hat definitive update?
The definitive update on the LAAT hat? Let me pull up my pictures here.
How many backers does it have?
So right now, the current batch of LAAT hats has 4 backers.
Nice.
I don't know why this picture is so small.
That's almost as many as the TVC one.
Oh,
go.
man.
Come on.
Everybody's
yeah,
all
so
boo.
this is the work in progress for the current batch of the LAAT hat 2.0. My dad, Commander Bly, is taking orders for these, so if you want to go see him, I think his name on Instagram is Commander Bly 327. If you want one, and I think the other thing he wanted me to say was back that LAAT. That was the other thing he wanted me to say.
Back that LAAT up.
Yeah, so here's just a few photos of his progress on these. He's been working day and night. These are the tops of the ships there, and there's the back pieces.
Wow.
And there's all the pieces that you need to put together your LAAT hat.
Amazing.
This has been like his favorite thing to do.
Some assembly required.
Yes.
I gotta get a Tiger Shark one from him, and then get Fordo and the Blue Arcs tattooed on the side of my head.
There you go.
Could you imagine like a bunch of people having these and showing up to a convention and just swooshing on in?
That would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
I've made it a point. I have to wear this for every stream that I'm on until the campaign is over, in the hopes that this will.
I think you're contractually obligated to do so now.
I think so. But yeah,
amazing.
So that is a little update there. Again, if you want to check out, maybe place an order for one of these. I think he's like $5 or something. He's offering these.
That's overpriced.
Should have been $250.
It's objectively overpriced. They
If it
should have
doesn't
pushed
start
this
with
at
a 3,
retail.
if it doesn't start with a 3,
If it had a 3 in front of it instead of a 5, I'm into it.
No electronics. It needs to be $1.
Yeah. No lights and sounds. No smoke trail missiles.
Oh my
No
what
god.
are the
clones.
tiers? What are the tiers?
What are the tiers?
This absolute slop should have been pushed at retail. You know, this is just.
No, the tears will be streaming down my face if it doesn't back. Those are the tears, Hunter.
Oh my
And
God.
you are the flight stand.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
So bear with me. I got one more thing I want to plug here before we get into like official.
It should have been a sandcrawler hat. Hunter, do you have one handy?
Oh my gosh.
Hunter's got one right here.
There it is.
Hold on.
Oh, Hunter does have a sandcrawler.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There it is.
The big brown Jawa box.
I got the eBay tape on there.
Oh my God. Shout out to all my people who want the big brown Jawa box. I hope that everybody.
Maybe
I
next
also
time.
want one. I actually want one.
The
Maybe next
campaign hashtag could be jump on the Jawa box. That'll be what we do.
That's right.
For that. But one more thing I did want to plug real quick. I do have a video out on YouTube right now for this. Share this real quick. So my buddy Vincent, who runs Carbonites, which is his own not officially licensed company here. These are 1" by 1" by 2" blocks, and he does all different Star Wars characters from all different media. His latest set, which is the Carbonite Hunters, which I was able to get a first look and review early for my YouTube channel. Shout out to Vincent for that. This is available for purchase right now. If you guys want to go get this, definitely go do that. You go to the Carbonites website. You'll be able to get in on this awesomeness. You get the entire crew here: Dengar, IG-88, Boba Fett, Bosk, Forlom, and Zuckuss. These are awesome. They're on the new 3D printed cores as opposed to the wooden cores like the Carbonites 1.0 were. These are the Carbonites 2.0. This is kind of like the soft rebranding of Carbonites here. This is Vincent went on a little hiatus for a couple months. This is his first set coming back into it. So if you want to get into Carbonites, $1 of your purchase goes to a charity of your choosing from a few charity options here. Free shipping in the continental United States. It's a great cause. I really support this small company, and I think that these are absolutely amazing little collectibles, and I have a little wall of them in my collection room here. So, that said, definitely go check out my video reviewing that. Enough with the solicitation. Let's get into some Star Wars action figure news. So, like I said, guys, all of the talk about the HasLab gunship we're going to save for the end. Guys, bear with me as I am going to try and keep up with the chat as we go here. We're going to just get all our news from yakface.com. Shout out to Yakface, the GOAT, when it comes to Star Wars action figure news. If we didn't have Yakface, I think a lot of us would be missing out on Walmart and Target exclusives.
For sure.
So let's go with some Black Series news first here. So we had a whole fiasco right at the beginning of the month when it came to this Black Series set. The San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Anakin and Obi-Wan set dropping. This was in stock for all of, I think, 4 minutes when it first dropped, right? There were like 3,000 units available or something, or am I wrong in saying that?
It was a very low amount compared to a lot of the other San Diego Comic-Con stuff from the last few years. Like typically I've had no issue, or people have had no issues getting stuff from getting those exclusives until this time. Obviously, this being super popular compared to those, but yeah.
Yeah, and to add to that, like, I know there's some people that don't really care for Hasbro Pulse membership. To me, this was a prime example of if you had it, it helped out a lot because
for sure
it sold out so quick and never went to the regular. Eventually, it came in stock within those first couple of days, but it was super hard to get. A lot of people I still talk to missed out on this. They still haven't got it. So, I mean, like everything, you know, I get why you wouldn't want to pay for a membership through Hasbro Pulse, but at the same time, like, it does have its benefits. But
sometimes it's necessary for things you really, really want that are super, super popular. So
I hadn't had it for a while, and then I knew this was coming, so I resubbed to it just because I was like, you know, to me, it's $50 gamble, essentially. This time, I'm glad I did it. You know, in the past, I've done that before with, like, the Star Killer set. Had no issues. And I don't know. To me, it's, like, just one of those things, like, why mess around if you want something really bad?
Yeah.
So there's that.
It's either you pay $50 and you get this, or you end up paying $100 over retail just to get this same thing.
Yeah.
You know? So
either
way, you're going to spend the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently, that's the spiel. Now down the road, if it becomes relatively available, say what you will, but you know, in the meantime, I'm happy. So I hope it does. Let me reiterate that. I hope this becomes easily available for all who want it, because it is one of Black Series like best that they've done in my
I hope nobody gets it. Wilbon, what is your motto with the premium membership?
It pays to have premium.
It pays to be premium. I mean, what can I say?
Quite literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
Shelf, I know
just
that
always
you crushed
renew
yours.
it when I back HasLabs. I always renew premium. So as well.
Shelf, I know you crushed your box on purpose.
I put it in the back seat when I was driving home. My dad got in the car, like shot his seat back, just crushed the shit out of it. And I only got one. I didn't have premium, so I worked hard to get that. And I was able to trade it with my friend who's an open box collector. So we swapped.
Nice.
That's
That
cool.
broke my heart. I was devastated. So
Come on, Dad.
Well,
come
I
on,
think
Dad.
wasn't that the same week that your Hot Toys 5s showed up absolutely
Oh,
crushed
geez.
as well in the mail?
Oh,
I gotta pull this up.
mangled to shit.
Oh no.
Oh, brutal.
Mangled, and then I got my Gregor, and he has a crack on him.
Oh no.
No way.
Yeah, my camera's dog shit, but it's right there. It's small, but I mean, I'm 0 for 2 right now. It's tough.
God damn. Your post office, your UPS guy hates you, bro. What the hell?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the boys in brown, dude. The boys
Yeah.
in brown are.
They're like, I'm always
Maybe he's
delivering
not a
stuff to this
Chargers
guy's
fan.
house. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
This guy in his weekly eBay hauls. I can't.
Yeah.
Weekly email holes.
This bitch.
Anybody watches college football, bro, is being Arch Manning.
What a terrible game.
Oh my god. But did Toys and John, did either of you guys pick this up? Because I know for
did, yeah.
some collectors, you dabble in the other lines sometimes.
I did not.
You did
I
not?
I don't have
I'm not
it
a
open.
dabbler.
Oh,
Takes
look
me
at that.
takes me forever to open anything, but
Hey,
Yeah.
Brandon.
It looks
Yeah.
cool as hell though, but
yeah.
Yeah, I have to
And
say,
the-
genuinely, it's like one of the best Black Series items I've ever
Long-
opened.
As long as we're
And, like,
showing
we
up,
have,
I have to
like-
pull it out.
we like
There
have
it
like a
is.
375
Nice.
version, but
The autographed
Oh, cool.
Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor autographed
nice.
set right there.
That's pretty dang cool.
Beautiful.
Pretty nice. I will say,
Yeah.
as far as Pulse Premium goes, they used to exclude Star Wars from like the early hour
True.
window, and so
Yeah.
lately they've been including it more, and things have been selling out even quicker. So I know for a lot of Star Wars only Star Wars collectors, they didn't see the value there, I guess, but it's becoming more clear now, I think. So
Yeah, I think even if you just like go for the Pulse exclusives throughout the year, I do think it pays for itself.
Yeah, that's
just,
what I was
just
gonna
the
say.
shipping. Yeah,
a lot of the
Like,
times,
we have
like,
like, oh, you can go, John.
oh, well, I'll say with like Disney parks, they'll have like one droid figure available, but the free shipping doesn't kick in until you're like $75 or $100. So sometimes I'm just buying extra crap that I don't need to get the free shipping. I'm like, I don't want to pay the $10 free shipping, but I'll pay $80 of stuff I don't really want. So but with Pulse Premium, it's nice. No, I have a whole shelf of Black Series over here, and a lot of them are. I'm way behind on opening Black Series, especially, but Toys of the Way knows all about how I.
He's filthy. He's falling from the way. Look at him.
I'm sorry. I've been getting Black Series since the beginning. I'm sorry, Toys of the Way.
Yes,
but-
yes. But also with Pulse Premium, like for me, like I have it just because there's always like TVC, like Army Builder exclusives that we have to
Right.
get
Yeah.
through them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like I need that free shipping because I'm gonna buy like 4 boxes of like clone troopers and stuff like that. So it usually pays off, to be honest.
Well, I was going to bring up too. You bringing up Disney, John, made me think of the Clones of the Republic line for Black Series.
Yep.
Those always go up on Pulse. If you don't get it on Disney,
True.
so that's always another reason to get it. And I got it because I wanted free shipping on the HasLab too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I want.
And it's nice to just be able to pick up if you want like one extra figure or whatever without having
Right.
to pay shipping or without having to
Definitely.
worry about Amazon crushing it. Because all my Pulse
Yeah.
shipments have been arriving really nicely lately anyway. But
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
They always sketch me out with that like perforated like paper cardboard thing
Yeah.
that they always wrap it in. I always feel like it's gonna scratch the window on stuff that I
Yeah.
want like minty, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
it
I don't
has some like sawdust stuff all over it, but you just blow that right off and it's
Yeah.
fine.
Like the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of, this has been a whole fiasco. I think it's unfortunate for people that like don't really pay attention to action figures very closely. Like if you didn't know when this was dropping, you had no chance of getting this. And if you didn't have premium, especially, like I feel like your chances were really low. I think honestly, Shelf, you're probably one of the only people I know that doesn't have premium that like got this set. So you were on top of it, but I know a lot of people like really struggled with this one. But honestly, you snooze, you lose. So anyway, let's talk about this absolute garbage. So we have the newest holiday figure for the Droid Factory line. This is R2 Boo 25. I'm joking. I like the holiday figures quite a bit. They're
You
fun,
do?
Star Wars themed Halloween decorations
It's like,
that I get to bust out.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm passing on this personally. But is there anybody who collects this kind of stuff?
I collect all kinds of Star Wars stuff, so
I
yes.
dabble. I dabble.
Oh, you know, it'd probably help
Nice,
if I
Tarzan.
shared the screen. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was waiting for
What
that.
an idiot, moron.
I think
here
they're
we
fun
go.
because Black
Oh,
Series
that's
gets those
cool.
crazy. I'm sure we'll get to some of those in a minute, but Black Series gets those crazy holiday figures, and so Disney 3.75 kind of contains it to the droids, and you can kind of stick them in the background of a diorama or whatever if you don't, you know.
John,
doesn't
did
have
you
to be
hear
a
that?
pumpkin?
Did
Say what?
you read somewhere that this specific droid is like rolling around Corvus or something like that?
Yeah, so they always have card art, and then on the back it describes like what planet it's from. So this one is from Corvus.
I haven't
This droid
tracked
can
him
be
down yet.
on the plundered planet. No, so they're not actually like from the shows. It's just
Okay.
that they like to say so. Like each of them is like the celebration one is from
Gotcha.
Naboo or something, or one of them's from Coruscant or whatever, quote
Yeah.
unquote. That's how they kind of put it in the story, I guess.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if he was actually
Yeah.
rolling around that
Oh,
No, I
okay.
don't
Because
think so.
I thought that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I thought maybe this was like actually in the Mandalorian episode. And I was like, I don't remember
No.
seeing like astromechs rolling all around.
Yeah,
So
because
it's not
Blade
from
horn.
anything. It's not
No, so-
from anything. I'm out.
no, yeah. It's kind of their way of like saying this could be just off screen on Corvus or one of the
Gotcha.
other planets or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying,
Uh-oh.
hey, look, it's a pumpkin.
Hot Toys collector here to crash the party. What's going on, Hendrix?
Hey, sorry I'm late, guys. I was busy watching some physical media, so
Nice.
This guy, dude. Physical media, I don't believe in it. Streaming.
yeah,
services,
just
all
got distracted with all my DVDs.
that.
Oh my goodness.
So here's speaking of Droid Factory stuff. This is a pretty cool one here. So we have the probe droid with the probe droid pod from episode
cool.
5, The Empire Strikes Back. So what's the deal with this? Because I heard that this sculpt was like a canceled sculpt from the TVC line.
So I know all about TVC history. If you don't mind me stepping in on this
Yeah,
one.
Dude,
get in there,
go
John.
for
Let
it.
him cook.
So-
Go for it. Let them
me
know.
So Droid Factory stuff is made by Disney Parks. They originally borrowed the astromech droid mold tooling from Hasbro, but they have since either adapted it, created their own. Everything else other than the astromech droids is fully Disney Parks' sculpts, not Hasbro. But this pod was going to be made by Hasbro back in the early TVC days or Legacy Collection days, somewhere around that line. It's in that Blue Milk TVC book. You can see it. So in Empire Strikes Back, when the probe droids are launched out of the Star Destroyer, they are in these hyperspace pods. The probe mate hyperspace pod, whatever that says, space pod. So yeah, you can barely see them in the movie, but I guess so this is like something that almost was in the line previously, but this is the first time they've ever made it in figure form. I believe there's a isn't there a Micro Galaxy Squadron version of this on the way or something, but I don't know.
I really like this set because like the probe droid and pod is, kind of like a cool thing that you remember from Hoth. But this actually reminds me a lot of the like infiltrator droid from Rebels, if you remember, the like concept C-3PO. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure he lands in something similar in like a
Interesting.
style. I'll have to go back and like take a look at it.
Yeah, the Micro Galaxy, whatever. I keep forgetting I'm muting myself, but the it's like Series 9. I think they're on now. They're one of the upcoming blind box Scout class sets is going to be this.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so someone was asking this is the 3 3/4 scale. This is not 6-inch scale here. And then I saw someone else mention, did it sell out? Didn't see it online.
Yeah, I think it's sold out again. It like originally dropped, sold out, and then it went back up like a day or two ago, and I had missed out, so I got 2 of them, and it seriously showed up
Nice.
in one day.
Wow.
It was pretty insane, and then it's sold out again, I think.
Is it just me, or is there a major problem with people buying up all the Disney stuff like this? Because I really wanted to get the mouse droid that was coming out a little while ago, but dude, it's sold out like morning of,
Yeah.
and just hasn't been available. And people want like $300 for an $80 droid.
Wow.
Yeah, Disney
And-
doesn't do like many like like runs again, I guess, like after they release something. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Right.
I know Disney parks have a lot of intense collectors as well, so I don't know if we're seeing some of them grabbing this stuff as well. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't pay attention to this kind of stuff. I can't tell you the last time I even ordered from like Disney Store online.
I got the
'cause even
talking.
like
I got the talking
clone.
212 trooper, the 212 trooper, and then the 212 helmet. I got those.
how is their service? Is it even good?
It's pretty decent.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I can order something and it gets here relatively quick. Like I said, this got here in a day.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something, but I gotta say, now this, though, this I was excited about. Back to the holiday stuff.
You're big hyped on that.
Let me, you can check out my review on my channel for this guy, but
I actually watched it. I was curious. I was like, how into this is he?
Goofy, shit. I love it.
Man, I love
80s cold.
I love this figure right here. I love that Black Series has been getting so much more creative with the holiday figure lines. And dude, this glow in the dark feature, I believe it's the first time Black Series has ever done glow in the dark for one of their figures. This is something special right here. I'm really excited about this.
How much would he glow if you put him on a holocom puck and let the timer run out in a dark room and then just let him glow? Would it actually make him glow pretty good?
I feel like it would only make the bottom half of him glow.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, this figure is so much fun. I have all of the holiday and Halloween figures for Black Series right now. And the 2 new Christmas ones have just shipped from Walmart. Those should be coming tomorrow and the next day, so I'm super excited about that.
I think
This
one of
figure,
those just arrived for me. Yeah, sorry, what?
This figure just straight up reminds me of Mr. Burns, radioactive and glowing in that treehouse door, just coming out of the woods all messed up.
If you could get the hands in the Mr. Burns pose, that'd be great. Thanks.
Oh yeah, that'd be so cool.
My one little gripe with this figure is that I don't think that the skull print lands under the visor.
I didn't
I
even
don't-
realize that what that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going for exactly with this one.
I thought he was supposed to be a ghost.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like
I see it now. Oh, okay.
the skull from the nose down.
Okay, so like
I don't think
the eyes on the visor are like not the
Oh,
eyes
I
of the
see.
skull.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
it took me just literally until right now to figure that out. Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I never noticed till just now.
Wow.
I know, isn't it? It's so weird, dude. Let's see. Get rid of this, and then we'll go up to so there's new Black Series figures showing up in some stores here at Walmart's here. And I'll talk about that. And then I want to talk about the cantina showing up. Did you guys get your cantinas yet?
Mine should be here on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
Dude,
mine,
I got mine already.
Yeah.
I got mine when I was out of town. This happened with the Ghost as well. I go to the East Coast, and then all of a sudden, 2 giant $500, 50-pound boxes show up at my door. I'm like, great timing.
So, kind of keeping with the Black Series news here, we've been getting reports of, on the West Coast, in mostly Oregon and Washington State, the newest wave of Black Series showing up, which includes the Sand Trooper, the single-pack versions of Anakin and Obi-Wan, which were literally just revealed last week, and then the Clone Lieutenant Gale and the Stranger, a.k.a. Chimere. I'm in on all 5 of these from this wave. I'm super excited for these to ship, and I hope that they ship relatively soon here. I really am excited for these figures. Did anyone else pick up any of these?
I pre-ordered them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them
Yeah.
on pre-order.
Yeah.
Same.
Just all of them except for the Stranger. That's the only one I don't have on order.
Yeah. I'm really excited for the Stranger, specifically because of that swappable head.
Mm-hmm.
That one's awesome. Hoping that TVC follows suit, because I know he is very, very
Yes.
wanted in that.
As much as an OT guy I am, I actually don't have that Sand Trooper on PO.
No?
Because I think he looks overall cool, but the original one still looks better to me. So
Yeah, I mean, for me, I picked it up because I don't troop build per se, so I just get one of every release of every trooper that comes out. But that's my workaround for I call it troop building the long way.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these are cool. But let's get into some 3 3/4 news because there's been some exciting stuff happening, and then we'll jump back to some more Black Series reveals. I really want to talk about this, but we will wait. We're going to talk about, where's the post here? The cantina showing up here. So, Hunter, you got your cantina.
Yes, sir.
I believe you have some figures on hand. There he is right there. Boom!
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Guido, one of the Tonica sisters.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to sell them before the campaign for the gunship ends to fund my gunship.
Nice.
So
Did
we'll
you say
see.
plural gunships?
Yeah, I'm getting at least 2.
I thought it was like 15, bro.
No.
All right.
Yeah, dude. The cantina, I'm really excited for everybody that's getting that, even though I myself am not getting the cantina. I passed on that.
It looks good from all the photos I can see, and people are starting to take like some pretty awesome photos.
Yeah.
From stuff.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a nice photography set.
Yeah. I don't know though. Like for me, from the top, I know it's not supposed to be looked at like from bird's eye view, but for some reason, just the top of the bar specifically just kind of is a little off-putting to me. But other than that, that's my one nitpick with it. But other than that, I think it's a really great set, and it really does. Especially if you got the deluxe version, it really does look spacious. Probably fit a lot of figures in there.
For sure.
I kind of want to do a setup with a bunch of clones in there. Just something like just out of my imagination, they all went there one day. They're like, "We heard about this spot. Let's go."
Yeah.
Real ones know. Real ones know. There was a command post inside of there on Battlefront 2, 2005.
Yes.
That's right.
Real
That's
ones
right.
know.
There was, yeah.
See, in my ideal world, we'll get this LAAT and I'll park that shit out front, and then have all the dudes come on in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where they all went after in the Clone Wars movie. They all, they have their little picture moment at the end of the movie, and then they all just get up and they fly over to Mos Eisley. There we go.
Exactly.
Dude, that's awesome.
But yeah, it's definitely a cool set. Great for like background photography and all that.
Absolutely. So the only other thing I kind of want to get into, I'm kind of just rushing through this. Like I said, I want to just shotgun through all this stuff so we could talk about the gunship. But we did have, I kind of talked about this earlier, some new Black Series reveals in the form of some holiday figures. So I again, super excited about the holiday figures. We got a reindeer stormtrooper, comes with 2 porgs. One is a snowman and one is, I guess, meant to be like ice or like Jack Frost.
This is
And
Pete.
then the other one is an R2-D2 made to look like Santa Claus with a Santa onesie Grogu. These are both
so
Walmart
extra.
exclusives. They're both in stock right now, ready to ship. And I, for one, am so hyped about these. Like I said earlier, I'm a completionist on all this stuff here, and when it comes to holiday figures, and I was so happy that they are getting more creative, because I know, like, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, they did, like, the Gingerbread Clone Trooper, and that was, like, one of the first ones where I was like, okay, cool, they're not just going with the red and green, color on every single one of these.
Right.
But yeah, I've been really enjoying, like, especially like the felt antlers on the Stormtrooper here, and then the soft goods beard and hat for the R2. That is just so creative. I love.
I'm really happy that they're doing like Halloween and Christmas, because last year with no Christmas like figures, like I was mad disappointed when they were like, all we're getting is Halloween. I'm like, I don't give a crap about Halloween. I only want Christmas figures.
Yeah, dude.
I think they're fun. They're like one of those lines. I have several. I don't actively like pre-order them, but if I see them or they go on sale, I might pick them up here or there. And it makes for a fun little display around Christmas time or Halloween to put them up for decorations throughout the house. So I like them. I think the antlers on this guy, that's like the best thing I've seen yet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mine show up Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know which, because Walmart still hasn't put like official photos on the listings on their website. But the Stormtrooper, one of them at least. One of them shows up tomorrow, but the other one doesn't show up until Tuesday. But I'm really excited for both of these, and I hope that honestly, if they do holiday figures, as long as they don't like, make a big deal out of them and like make them like the focal point. Like I liked earlier when they revealed the Halloween figures for this year. When they were some of the reveals for the fan stream, but they weren't everything that Black Series got. I feel like that's kind of annoying when that's the only thing that people get for the fan stream. But
I won't lie.
I agree.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
Oh, I just said I agree with what Tommy was saying about the reveals, how they do that sometimes.
I kind of missed when they were first doing these, when they had 4 or 5 in a year, not going to lie. I kind of wish that they were still doing 4 or 5.
Well, the problem was that they used to have 4 or 5 retailers that would pay for these, and now it's literally just Walmart. They don't have anybody else.
True.
Is that a soft goods hat on the droid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
I love the
soft goods beer.
I love that Grogu it's the sitting down version. He looks like he's ready to open some presents on Christmas morning.
Yeah, right.
Life Day morning, kind of the Life Day red Snuggie too, I guess.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know how much you love Life Day.
Yeah. It's a Life Day miracle.
They need to do
get
some Life Day figures.
I know, bro. We need Life Day Chewy. I need that Life Day Chewy.
Facts.
The whole family, dude.
Uh-huh. So, all right. Is there anything else anyone wants to talk about before we talk gunship stuff? Because I feel like this is the thing that really... It's kind of the only thing I care about right now. Is this Republic gunship?
I mean, clearly you're wearing a gunship hat.
So the gunship has been on tour recently, as of the last month or so. It's been at a couple different conventions. Like I think it was at Fan Expo Canada. There was one other thing that it was at, and then it recently, just the other day, it was at Red 5 Collectibles in Boston, which that was actually just yesterday, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little disappointed a couple weeks ago when they had this thing at Fan Expo Chicago, or Fan Expo Canada, my bad. And they did some Star Wars reveals, and none of them were TVC. It was just Black Series. I was like, oh, I kind of wish we would have had some stuff to get some people excited for this gunship. However, I feel like they made up for it a little bit with the recent reveal at Red 5 Collectibles. Also, shout out to Tyler of the SWTVC crew, aka SW Collector 3.75 on Instagram. He had some awesome firsthand coverage of this event that he is going to be sharing on his Instagram. But with the reveal of the gunship at Red 5 Collectibles, there were 2 official pipelines for the TVC line, those being a brand new Padme Amidala and a brand new Shaak Ti. So, guys,
Yes.
take it away. How are we feeling about this?
Real good.
I'm loving it.
Absolutely hyped on that. Shaak Ti, amazing. Not to mention the Padme, ours is complete garbage. So getting a proper one will be amazing. Especially if we get this gunship, having these 2 posed with everything else is just, it's going to be epic.
Yeah, man. I'm so glad they revealed some more stuff to go along with this LAAT. I mean, anything to get people pushed over the edge and excited that like more is coming to like fill this thing out, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And this is the first, I had some notes on this. It's the first new super articulated 3.75 inch Padme since 2013. So it'll be 13 years.
Wow.
There was a Black Series 3.75 inch version in 2013. There was episode 1 versions of her in Retro and Black Series last year, and episode 2 Retro as well. But we've been waiting for this for a long time. There was a great 2019 Black Series version of her in this outfit, which I assume they'll share some digital sculpting assets with her. And then Shaak Ti had the great Black Series figure this year, which I'm hoping they can use that sculpt as well. Because a lot of her, she had an animated one and the Force Unleashed version in 2010, but they haven't had a new sculpt of her since 2005 in the realistic style for the movie. They did like a couple updates later, but been waiting for this one for a long time. So
Yep. For sure.
And I'll be really curious to see like how they treat like our soft goods and just like what the tooling underneath the robes will be and stuff. So
Yep.
Yeah,
be
I
an
feel
interesting
like I feel like if they go with a similar approach that Black Series recently did on Shuck T,
Mhm.
I feel like that you guys will be really happy with that Shuck T.
Yeah,
because
it seems like they've been sharing the digital sculpt, so it's a potential they're just shrinking that down.
Yeah,
Right.
and what I like is that the more detailed parts of the costume, like the parts that have a little bit more color to them, a little bit more depth, those tend to be sculpted plastic, and then the main robes, especially down at like the skirt pieces, those tend to be more soft goods.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you think it's going to be a little bit of a problem with this look of Padme, like with the gunship?
I was wondering about that, but this is her outfit at least at the start of the arena scene. So I'm
Right.
And then they can
Yeah.
easily, because we know how it's easier for them to do figures that are only partial tooling. So now that we have this all new version, they can do a new torso and right arm for her other look.
Right.
So, and hopefully they do.
Exactly.
Hopefully they don't wait too long.
What I'm
But-
thinking is they could potentially retool it and get it out with those columns, like the pillars.
Yes.
yeah.
And that would be pretty cool because it is in that sketch that Steve did. Like the columns are included, so that's an easy, like small, not really a play set, but some type of release they could do with a pack-in figure.
Yep.
Like how they did the blurg with Mando or the Howler with Sabine.
Correct.
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
Do a Nexu with Padme.
That'd be
That'd
amazing.
be so
go.
awesome.
Eek.
I really, really would be here for that.
Shout out to Moon Jockey for the $4.99. Will the Padme be the 3.75 Black Series one? No siree. It's going to be head to toe new Padme.
Yes, sir.
That 3.75-inch Black Series one was on display there because they had fans. Like I think Tyler set up most of the figures that you saw in those shots, but they had fans bring their own existing figures to put them around the gunship yesterday at Red 5. So yeah, Padme and Shakti are going to be all new.
I'm so excited for those, man. Those are gonna
Was
be
it
awesome.
Tyler that brought all the 212 clones?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He brought like
Dude.
every Legion.
He almost had me convinced to like completely get all new TVC ones, but I feel like I'm still on that Saga collection train with
Oh,
the
no, you
antenna mold.
You got to get
Oh,
off that
you-
antenna mold.
Yeah, you do. You got to see this new
You
one.
don't know what
man.
you're missing out, man.
I have some of the newer ones, but I'm just like, man, but I'm a big 212 guy, obviously, and like the deco in Clone Wars is different than the Revenge of the Sith deco.
Yeah.
So like the TVC figures kind of follow the Clone Wars deco, and then they're clean.
Sure.
And it just like, man, for a Utapau specific thing for me, it's like I almost want the more weathered, like bulkier Revenge of the Sith kind of look.
Yeah, I'm hoping they redo them actually with because those that came in that 4-pack had like the slip-on helmet, and now we've
Yeah.
stepped away from that, thankfully.
Yeah.
And like you were
Is-
saying, they could have the like more Revenge of the Sith like paint applications and a better helmet.
Is that what you guys call the skinny mold? Is that what that is?
No, that's the
No,
2011 VC45.
Oh,
it's this
Okay.
Because it was kind of like halfway between live action and Clone Wars looking.
So I took
right.
his head off because it's actually over
Look at
here.
all the dioramas.
So this is the newer one, and I was just
That's the
putting the head
newer
on
one?
there. Yeah. So if you take a look at the skinny mold, first of all, the articulation is not as good. It's got this like kind of crude ball jointed hip, and it's got no swivel here at the thigh, which is kind of a pain in the ass, honestly. Also, no rocker ankles, and it's just like way too skinny. So this is closer to what you were looking for, just in terms of that like bulkiness and how it kind of should look as a clone trooper. And of course,
Right.
it's got all the actual modern articulation that you want.
And
So these are just retired. But that one was from a 4-pack, and it came with these clone portraits. So I was like, I should be putting some of these clone portraits on some of these guys.
And did we, Tommy, I'm not sure if you missed it. It kind of came in last minute, but the clone news, they're going to update the clone as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you guys post about it today?
We did. We reposted from Great, yeah, it's on there, but from Great White North Empire. It was
Yeah,
kind of,
here.
you had to, they didn't have anything to show at the collector store. But from some of what Mr. Stevie said, yeah, told us about
Yeah.
it.
So there was in Mr. Stevie's official post that he did. give me 1 second here. Yeah, so in Mr. Stevie's official post that he did today talking about it, he did mention that there's a new Phase 1 troop builder coming in, which I feel like if you're pretty familiar, with things around here, then you kind of knew this was coming already. But this is great actual confirmation, and it was really nice to see that in writing. So really excited that there's going to be a new clone trooper to match the new. So like if you don't know, it'll be the same as this guy, the new the one they call the clone lieutenant from Ahsoka.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the same as that figure. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, because the one with the removable helmet came out last year on the shiny body with no markings, and it's a good figure, but the non-removable helmet is so much better scaled.
Just for the proportions, yeah.
I also feel like they get better detail on it being like a hard plastic versus the soft plastic thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I think
Yeah.
you guys were kind of like griping about a little bit the last time we streamed, that you guys still get slip-on helmets, I think, on yours.
Yeah.
Like with
yeah,
Gale.
we sure do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they? I haven't. It's been a while since I've opened a clone, but are they still doing like the blank head inside with the soft helmet
Yep.
over it, or
Yeah, they still
Oh,
do
really?
that.
Wow.
the first several that I was getting of that, like it would be slightly off, and then his nose would be like poking, and so the shape would be all off.
Yeah, so they have gotten better with that. They do the
Okay.
plastic they make the helmets themselves out of are not that gummy,
good.
like very malleable plastic like the first several were.
Those suck.
Dude, they
It was
are not
bad.
good.
It was really
They're
bad.
awful.
No, but the new I think that even with the removable helmet, I think the Phase 1 clones look good.
Those
Yeah.
are the best. Those are the best
Mhm.
ones for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just need to do swappable heads at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost gimmicky
Yeah.
to me with it. Like, oh look, you can display his helmet list, but it's like you do the same thing. Everybody would be a lot happier if you've collected action figures for any amount of time. It just swappables usually the preferred way. I know there are some people that like it, but I feel like that is a minority. So
Dude,
hopefully,
Like,
Yeah.
it's like exactly
like
what I was
it's-
doing with this figure. He has the actual hard plastic swappable helmet, and then I just took a portrait from a different figure, and
Mhm.
look, he has a helmet on that he can pretend he's putting on.
yeah, exactly.
It's exactly what basically all collectors in this both scales kind of want.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's some people who still actually like that play feature, but this is what's mostly preferred.
It's all
Right.
subjective at the end of the day, but
Yeah.
I prefer the look of the swappable head over the look
Yeah.
of the removable helmet.
There you go.
I'd rather not sacrifice the visual look of the figure for the sake of the play feature.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we've had some unfortunate instances with like Mandalorian figures, like Sabine, for some reason.
Oh,
Oh, that's so bad. TVC.
yeah, that
Yeah.
that
Oh,
bobblehead
jeez.
helmet
Yeah.
was really
And
unfortunate.
axe woves, yeah.
Axe woves as well, and it just doesn't look as good. Like I said, like you get a little bit more finer detail on this harder plastic, just the way they mold it or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, then now I have to talk about dude, I have to say this might be the most exciting thing that I have ever seen
Yes.
for this campaign, and it is something that I didn't think they were going to do. I kind of just accepted the fact that the different nose arts that a lot of us were asking for was not going to happen at all. But in this case, man, I was so hyped when I saw not one but two different sheets for different nose arts for the gunship. Now, if you're wondering why Hasbro didn't include these other nose arts on physical panels on the ships, I was talking a little bit with 212 Hunter about this yesterday. This is totally speculative on my end, but if you watch the Clone Wars show, I guess I should probably find like a good. I bet Mr. Stevie has it on his Instagram. He actually did show what they would look like on the ship.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
So if you watch the Clone Wars show,
It's in
if
I think it's in the post in the top right with the orange card, I think.
maybe
Maybe. No, it's not. It's the next one, sorry.
you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Before you click through 40. Yeah, it's I think that one.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
So if you look here, you'll see that the front little door area is covered on the gunships in the Clone Wars, like pretty much the entire show. And so a lot of the nose arts are partially covering that panel. And it's actually to the point in the Clone Wars show that some of the nose arts are so big, they even cover the front of the door, like of the actual cargo hold for the troopers there. So at first I was like, oh man, I wish they would have, included more panels. Why didn't they do more panels? But specifically, I think Bad Kitty is a great example of this.
That's one of my favorites.
I know. Hunter was really excited when he saw
Dude,
the Bad Kitty.
I need it. I need it.
Yeah. And I'll say these are concepts from Great White North Empire, so it's not 100% representative of exactly how big they are, maybe, but it's a good look. 'Cause some of them are huge, like the Separatist Nightmare one.
And there are actually people who like kind of do these on eBay for like the current gunship, and I've always kind of been like, oh, I'm gonna pick some of those up. So I was kind of happy to see that Hasbro's thinking like, oh, people do like to add these types of things to their gunships and like get those, Clone Wars variants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like it would have been cool if they really thought about it like way ahead of time and maybe there's an extra panel there, but I feel like that's too much logistics. So going with these decals is definitely kind of like the easy, nice way to like make everyone kind of happy and still get variants out there for your collection.
Right. Would I have preferred for them to do physical panels? Obviously, yes. And obviously with decals, it opens the door to, well, what if I screw up putting the decal on the gunship?
Yeah,
it's not symmetrical on both sides. It is what it is. I'm just happy that that they included it at all, as opposed to just saying we're never doing it. Now, in the case of Plo's Bros and the Separatist Nightmare, all of the red highlights that you see on the gunship, on the Separatist Nightmare gunship, they are green except for the cockpit area.
Wow.
Yes.
I have a comment on that because I knew this would come up. I double checked. It's green when it takes off, but then as soon as it's in the air, it goes back to red. I don't know if there's an animation issue. Yeah.
Color changing gunships.
Color changing gunships. So if you put it in the freezer, it'll turn. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, so it is. So you can, if you want to paint it green, that's up to you. But it is accurate to the at least flight scenes. I think there's a screenshot right there of this.
It's green. Is it red? Is it green from a certain point of view from the sky? You never know.
We've already figured out Han's coat on Hoth. We need something new to figure out.
Blue, right?
Is this another? Is this another blue dress?
White
gold
dress.
Oh no! Don't get that.
Also, one thing I wanted to point out about the decals actually is they're kind of like removable because they're the same ones I think that are like that just recently came with the cantina. So they're kind of like you can put them on and like easily take them off and readjust them and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good.
So it's not like you put it on once and you're kind of screwed and you can't like adjust it or take it off again.
Yeah.
I gotta pull on my inner bubble bass. Still no Lucky Leku.
Dude, I will say that I see a lot of people talking about Lucky Leku in here.
In a perfect world, they will do this like mock-up that I think Blue Harvester Collector did, where it's like a panel like that and with like the firing missile accessories and stuff. I think that would be absolutely amazing. I think a lot of people will go pretty shit crazy for it.
Yeah,
I will say. Oh, sorry. You go ahead, Tommy.
I will say that Lucky Leku, I've talked to Shelf Life about this for sure. That's like my number one most wanted out of all the nose arts, just because it's the one that I always remembered ever since I watched the Clone Wars movie for the first time. I was 7 years old, and I picked that one out like right away. Like not for any specific reason or anything, but I picked that one out. As soon as I saw it on screen, and it's very reminiscent. It's the first time that they had that reminiscent detail of like a World War II bomber. And that's something that you just see all throughout the entirety of the Clone Wars show.
I have the older one over there, and I really love that one because it's like you see it in the very beginning of the Clone Wars, and then you see it towards the end in the Mandalore arc, and it's just like that poetry. Circular,
rhymes.
Rhymes.
And sorry, Tommy, I didn't mean to interrupt you a minute ago, but with Plo's Bros, yes, it does have blue.
Yes,
details.
It is blue on the highlights here. Yeah. So that honestly, I was talking to my fiance about it, and she was like, "Well, I mean, that'd be a pretty easy repaint since it's just all the red parts are just blue." And I was like, "That's true. That's a pretty easy on. Even if I wanted to just go ahead and pick up a paintbrush and do it myself.
So that means
I already know everything that's going to get painted.
Yeah, and I'm still glad they did it because it is one of my favorite gunship nose art designs. But yeah,
Which means everyone basically should be buying at least 10 gunships. Let's be
Yes.
real, right?
I
You can have
yeah,
all
I
the
yeah.
variants.
legitimately was like,
But
I
then
need to
people
buy
are
more
kind of
these.
fucking up and only getting one or none.
Yeah.
So, you might want
It's
to put
not
up.
double digits. Can we even
Yeah, you
talk?
might want to double digit your life, man. Come on.
Yeah, I actually counted it out. If you wanted to get every single set of nose arts here, you'd have to buy 9 additional gunships to get all of the different
Wow.
setups here.
Even on the bombs, because on the Crumb Bomber, you see it in Rebels as part of a bar, and it in Old Joe's bar, and it doesn't have like the bomb decals underneath
Yeah.
the Monkey Lizard, but it has them in Clone Wars. So I'm glad that they added them. So if you want it more Clone Wars specific, you can add these on. And they said they were going to make them like individual. They're going to try to make those individual bombs, like
they
87
did.
different pieces. Or
No way.
I don't know if
Black-
they're
You can
gonna-
make it like really custom.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, like your clone troopers in your collection can literally live like a story. Like year after year, you can keep adding
Yep.
bombs, and
Wow.
That's crazy.
which is pretty cool to be honest.
Just add a bomb for every year that you own it. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another successful
like
mission,
like
boys.
it's birthday.
Yeah.
1 year anniversary, 2 years. So
I will say one thing I'm not the biggest fan of with the stickers is that like once you put those stickers on, you can't swap it anymore.
No, I think you
Like
can.
if-
I thought you said they come off. No.
Yeah.
The
So they have-
stickers come off.
So they're more of like a kind of like a vinyl decal, if you will, like a clear vinyl decal. That's my
Right.
understanding. Because we just got them with the cantina, and you can like put them on and take them off.
Oh, that's cool.
But then can you put them back on again though?
Yeah, like they have like an adhesion. I don't know the physics behind it or whatever because I haven't got my cantina yet, but that's basically the general idea. You're able to put them on and off.
Oh.
But like the Cantina ones are fun, but like none of them are from any
Yeah.
They're not from anything.
movies or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From anything.
Whereas these
Well,
are
these,
from
yes.
the great moments like Bad Kitty and the Separatist Nightmare from Landing at Point Rain. The Narglatch one up there. It carried Anakin and Rex and all the 501st guys on Umbara.
Yeah.
And I looked and that's when the ATRT jumps out the back and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, dude,
I love
don't
that.
say that. Yeah, the Grim Reaper one is cool. I remember the Grim
Yep.
Reaper one.
That's
That's
also
cool.
from
That one's
also
awesome.
from Landing at Point Rain.
What's that one? What's the skull? The clone skull.
Separatist Nightmare.
Yeah, what's that from?
That's Kiadi Mundi and Commander Jet and the Flame Troopers
Ah.
wrote on that one in Landing at Point
Hey,
Rain.
I need that. I need that.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
I need like a battle damage destroyed one where they
Yeah.
crash.
And then Bad Kitty also crashed. That was Obi-Wan's
Yep.
ship on Geonosis. I want those ARF troopers, 212th ARF troopers. We have some
Yeah.
animated
Dude.
ones.
I do too. I was rewatching that episode like a week back, and I was like, oh, I really want that now in TVC.
Those figures are very expensive. Like
Mhm.
when you buy the packs and stuff, like the ARF troopers, and
Oh, yeah.
especially if you want Commander Jet. Oh my gosh, it's
I
like
never-
$100 figure.
I feel like back at the time, the Clone Wars line, like a lot of older collectors weren't getting them, or like people weren't keeping them to save.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't army build those at the time, but like, yeah, no, I wish I had more of them. But
Yeah.
they do
And-
TVC versions.
Yeah, we just do all the clones in TVC.
Yeah.
Who is it? Someone asked. I think it was Riley Bob said, begs the question: would this campaign be going better had it been a Clone Wars campaign to support the gunship? I would actually go so far as to say no. I think just seeing personally, just seeing the reception to the gunship itself, I don't think it would have mattered what media it was branded as being from, just because a lot of the arguments against this HasLab have been about things that have nothing to do with the media it's from, like the price
Right.
and the
Right.
the piece count and the what's the other big one? It being this is the argument I see recently is it's a hollow ship. I'm like, yeah, of course it's a hollow ship. Like,
All
you
ships
have
are
to put-
hollow.
It's a
Do
troop carrier.
you want
Yeah,
do you want Hasbro to change the design of the Republic gunship just
Yeah.
because you think it's empty? Like I don't get
Right.
it.
It's like you could still back it and fill it with concrete. You really want,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Just close those doors, and you don't know what's going on in there. you know?
yeah, there could be anything in there.
Yeah.
I only collect die-cast ships with no moving parts.
Something that's been really sticking out to me ever since you did that interview with Chris and Steve, John, is that Chris was talking about kind of the gunship and just like how they scaled it and stuff, and how it's so much more proportionate. And the older one, which was really looked at and approached as a toy, was kind of like elongated in this awkward
Yeah.
way. And now I've been staring at them, and they are too long and like short on top of it, of just like the underscaling.
I can't
And it
unsee
kind of
it.
is big ugly now.
Yeah.
I am going to be so upset if we don't get the newer one.
That's like, I believe it was Twin Sons Collecting on Instagram who like kind of comped the gunship into scenes from Attack of the Clones, and it like the new one, and it like matches perfectly.
Yes,
Just the
I did
size
see
and the
that.
scale, the bubbles, how they compare to the rest of the ship and everything.
Yeah.
They're not
So it's like
oversized and undersized.
it's very true when they're saying like if you think you have a proper gunship in your collection or a TVC or any kind of collector grade one, you don't. You have a toy that doesn't quite look right.
And
I
it's
really
cool.
like
It's a
it
great
was.
toy. It's a fun
I have
toy,
tons of
but-
them. I have 4. You know, I have the Lucky Leku, I got the Crumb Bomber, I got the Tiger Shark, I got a standard one. They were great, but I don't like them as much anymore. I need this newer one.
I think honestly in your interview, Steve put it perfectly. Where he said that this is an upgrade for what TVC is, which is like you're seeking to upgrade to better looks, better quality, better paint applications, better sculpt. Everything is an upgrade, as opposed to the toys themselves from back in the day. They're not bad by any means. I mean, there's a reason that so many of us. I mean, there's a reason that my LAAT hat is green, because that toy when I was a kid was one of my favorite toys I ever had, and so. I think it's important to note that like it doesn't mean when we say that we want this one and we think it's better than the old one, we're not saying that the old one sucks. We're saying that no, this just is a better purchase. It's the adult version for my adult collection. And I personally I think it might back with maybe a stretch goal or two at this point with how well it's doing numbers wise these last couple days here. I think genuinely seeing it at Red 5 changed things for a lot of people, and I saw someone in the chat mention this is my favorite video right now of the ship.
This was
Great.
Tyler's setup and Tyler's video, but yeah, he brought, other than the tier figures there, he brought all those Jedi and clones.
Is that on the one flight stand, the like hover one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
It's just, and Steve talked about in the video too, like just the Jedi and the clones just spilling out of the gunship, and you can build such an awesome scene with this. Yeah, and the opening back, which you didn't have in the old one.
And like if you like clones, man, you could go to town and just put so many clones around this thing.
I also
So
really like
badass.
how Tyler paid attention to detail on Yoda. When the video cycles through again, you'll see Yoda. He's posed exactly how he is with the clones around him when they land in Attack of the Clones. Like it's all like picture perfect there, and that was really cool to see. What a great pose there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to be posting a bunch more pictures, I think, tomorrow. So definitely check those out.
Because like as cool as the gunship is in and of itself, you know, we collect these things. We don't collect these things in a vacuum. You know, they're part of a larger history, a larger collection. So like to be able to see it interacting with all these figures gives a better sense than just like the black void images on Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah, absolutely. And something else I noticed is like, and even Chris was talking about it, is like they've added a lot of weathering. Like those promotional photos don't have the weathering that they've been adding here. So people doing different videos and going close up and seeing the grime like underneath the wing where it meets the ship looks really good. Also things like that I missed.
Tyler
Like
that posted the was that on his Instagram or the SWTVC? Because I saw like really close up shots.
I don't
I don't
remember.
know. We need to get some more shots up, but I know
I
Mr.
think a lot of
Steve-
it was on Steve's. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve.
Okay, it was
posted
Steve?
some-
Okay.
Posted and
Yeah.
reposted.
Okay.
The other thing I was going to say is the cockpit and the controls are actually like a translucent plastic. So like if you are somebody who wants to wire this thing to actually give it lights,
Yeah.
you can do that. So
Yep.
cool, like
That's cool.
pre-planning from them.
Man.
Yeah, when I saw shots like this was what honestly, like I said before in the stream, this is what made me like equally as excited, if not more, than the initial reveal.
Yeah.
Like that for some reason, like that seeing the troops in the ship did so much more for me than I thought it would. And I also think it's reflected on the backer numbers going up the last couple days. You're getting like daily triple digit backers now, yesterday and today. And I think that it just goes to show that for a lot of people, I think they needed to see the vision of the ship actually carrying more than just one clone pilot in the cargo hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, I'm so excited. I really want this thing to back. If you didn't know,
Yep.
Yeah.
didn't know,
I can't tell. I'm not
I
quite
was
sure
wondering
where you sit on that.
But yeah, this was such
I
an
think-
awesome event.
That one with the orange card, yeah, that was the one that we clicked on earlier. I think that has some other shots in there. Just if you,
Yeah, look
Oh,
at
I've
that
seen a lot of them by
grime.
now, but
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
cool.
It's just that cargo hold looks so much better. It's actually
Yeah.
like, properly sized. It's got like stuff in it that actually
can-
looks
they can hold on to the top of it and everything.
exactly.
I know.
I love
Yeah,
that
that's
part.
like-
Yeah. Yeah,
like-
that's cool.
It's like such a minor thing, but it makes such a huge difference for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it makes the poses look more, realistic and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And also the rear ramp, like, dude, the
More
rear ramp
natural
is clutch.
posing.
The clone pilot can actually raise his hand here instead of just having him down by his side in the old one.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a little coffin in the
God.
front of the old
Yeah.
one.
It really is.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's-
scraping the
there's
paint off of them,
Falmodama.
shoving them down.
Shout out to did you guys? Am I still here?
You're
Yeah.
still here.
Yeah.
I think I had my power flicker just now. So
Uh-oh.
if I drop out, you guys will know why.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, I had to clap on, clap. Okay, no, we're good. But no, you got Falmodama over here with Crosshair,
hmm
dude, just so awesome.
One of the sticking points, and like Steve and I talked about it, with people want pipelines, people want to know there's going to be more stuff that fits in here, but this clearly shows we have thousands of figures that can already display awesomely with this.
Yeah.
They might not all have rocker ankles or barbell hips or whatever, but they all, you can still enjoy stuff that's not 100% to modern standards. And I do want, things updated, and more stuff is coming, of course, but
Yeah.
I love that. I love the rotating missile chambers here.
Dude. Every time I see another angle of this thing, I'm blown away.
Oh yeah, then you
Oh, this is where Steve fell.
But yeah, dude, the detail on this is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
that's awesome.
Yeah, all that like chipping and scuffing on that red paint just looks so damn good.
Yeah.
You went down for the gunship, yeah.
I think it was Yakface posted this on Instagram. This might be what I'm thinking of. Yakface had a really cool post about this right here, that the LED displays actually
that's
are
from-
hollow, so they light
Yep.
up.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what,
So they kind of like pre-designed it. So if you want to actually stick in lights and stuff like that and string this, you can do it.
The cantina is similar with the
That too, right there.
yeah, and this is pointed out. Yeah, John Miko, the far side of indoor.
weathering looks great.
Yeah.
What is that? Are those the like areas where you can like route the lighting? Is that what that is?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
So I have formed an opinion about the light thing, because I know that I have even said at one point, like, oh, I wish, they would have included some sort of lights on the inside of the ship. I think that the reason that they're not doing it here is because what happens if it doesn't work? What happens if the lights don't work? You get your HasLab in.
Exactly.
You can't exactly get a replacement like
Sure.
you could
Right.
on like a regular piece of hardware that's like readily
I have a
available.
comment about this too. So I actually recently just got one of the second Star Speeder from Disney or whatever.
I've heard about
Yeah.
this.
And I was kind of like opening it up and reviewing it today and stuff like that. And it's got lights and electronics, right? And it plays like the Star Tours on an LED screen. I was literally playing it and then it just completely froze.
Oh,
And I was like, okay. And then I was like trying to like turn it
Oh.
off and like none of the buttons do anything once it's frozen. So I was like,
Oh no.
well, I guess I'll just unplug it, which I did, plugged it back into the power. And then I was like, okay, let's try that again. And then it wouldn't play. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Does this thing not work at all? So I had to like unplug it a few times and then like press the button, and eventually it came back. I was like, okay. And I was like, these are some of the reasons why I personally don't give a shit about electronics, because I don't want it
Yeah.
to just break.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're kind of like finicky, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Go ahead, Hunter.
I know for me, for a fact, I don't want anything too crazy. All I want is inside the like
The red light.
the trooper bay is the red light that like if I could change that to green, that'd be kind of sick. If I could do red and green,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I could have like the back door maybe closed because that's when it's red, and then like have it green, both doors open, and troopers are like climbing out of it. That would be super cool.
I'm sure there's a way you can like get a battery pack and some RGBs, just that
Yeah.
like, color, and like
Yeah.
do something ourselves. But yes, that's something I actually like about like, you know, some of those Clone Wars shots is like the light change and like troops run out and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
probably one thing I'll try to either add or like figure out for like photos myself.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think even in the cockpits they might have had red lights, like when they were landing at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Unless it was
Yep,
just the
and
green. It could have just been the green coming from their like display. It might have just been that light. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something to talk about with recent Republic gunship news. I guess we can pull up the backer number right now.
Yeah. Yakface has that nice post, but it hit 50% yesterday during the in-store event.
Yes, it did.
And we still have over a week to go. So people are like, you know, could be doing more numbers, of course, you know. But a lot of these campaigns, they pick up over 50, you know, around 50% in their final week.
Yeah.
What
I think-
happened with the Snowcat really
Yep.
helps this, seeing what that did.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
agree.
Did it get all three? It got all three tiers, right?
It did.
Yeah,
not-
like on the last day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After having none.
Yeah.
And that was something that it seemed like a lot of people weren't even into as an item. Like,
No,
had its own
I
was-
talked
issue.
to a lot of people that are in on GI Joe Classified, and the Snowcat was facing a lot of backlash,
Mhm.
similarly to the Gunship actually. And I think that the only reason the Snowcat had more backers than the Gunship has right now is because Star Wars is also split between two scales.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
you automatically have some people who won't buy this because it's not 6-inch scale. Whereas with GI Joe, you know, you have a little bit more people, but that thing was frozen at like 6,400 backers for like a week or two of the campaign, and then it just shot up in those last 2 days. And we were doing the Back the Lap marathon on the last day of the Snowcat campaign. I remember people saying in the chat, it's at 14,050. I think it got over 16,000 backers by the end of it. So that, considering how much backlash there was, and particularly the thing with that was kind of similar to the Sandcrawler comment that I see a lot of people make. It is a lot of people wanted it to be a tank, like a conventional tank.
Yeah, the Joe tank. Yep.
Yeah, and then they ended up making the Snowcat instead, which
I
is
want
an
a red one.
environmentally
I want a
specific.
blue one.
Which is an environmentally specific vehicle, and I think a lot of people were not on board with that. Similarly, again, I see a lot of people, I wanted it to be the Sandcrawler instead of the Republic gunship. And so I'm confident that this thing will back by the end of next week.
I think so too.
I think it will back. The tiers, you know, that's a whole other aspect, but I think it's
Yeah,
gonna,
I agree.
and like in ways, this is even better than the Snowcat because this is the general version. This is the basic LAAT. Like it's not a specific
Yeah.
one from a
You can
specific
make it-
scene.
You can make it specific if you want,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but,
Right.
like so, I feel like it's like one of those items. Like I said earlier in the stream, like I don't really collect TVC, but I've been eyeballing it. I paid. This is the biggest TVC HasLab I've paid attention to, and I'm mostly an OT guy as well. Like that's
Yeah.
a lot of, I prefer that. So, but this is such an iconic Star Wars ship,
Yeah.
and I'm like, in my opinion, if you like Star Wars at all, the first time you saw this ship come in and the noise it makes with Yoda, you know, like that was such a clutch scene in the whole saga. Like it's just it's one of those items where like I hope that people are like more excited. I know negativity sometimes speaks louder than positivity, but I feel like the positivity outweighs the negative, and at the end of it, this thing will back.
Yeah. I also feel like this one in particular, like you mentioned, it's split between two collector scales under like Star Wars. It also has something going against it, which is people being like, I have one in my collection. And I feel like as time has been going on, there are some people who are realizing, okay, maybe the one I have is not as good as I thought. There's still definitely a ton of people who are like, no, that's the one for me. But like you said, anything can happen in these final days. And I feel like more and more that people look at it, they're starting to realize like, yeah, you know, that last one ain't the one. And this one, she's the winner.
Yes, and I feel like there's always been similar negativity around all the, at least Star Wars HasLabs. I don't follow the other ones as close. It's always, no matter what the cost is, it should be $100 to $150 cheaper. No matter what it is, they should have more. Or no matter what it is, it should be something else that I personally want more. You know, it's like that doesn't just because it's a gunship doesn't mean they can't ever do a Sandcrawler. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
but I want it now. It has to be this year. We can't have this because I want the Sandcrawler now. No, I don't see why just because they're doing a gunship now, that doesn't mean we can't eventually get around to doing something like the Sandcrawler or hell, maybe another AT-AT or something like that. Like the OT has gotten so much love. It's like, let's try something different. Let's get some PT action on TVC.
Okay, this is driving me crazy. Somebody in the chat brought it up.
Yeah.
Somebody, please, who is the high pitched chirping coming? Because apparently,
not me.
Guys.
Apparently, this was happening on the last Blitz Barracks as well. What? Someone's got like a squeaky chair or something going on with something's. Yeah,
It straight up sounds like a smoke alarm.
I wasn't on the last Blitz Barracks, so it ain't me.
It's not me.
Resolved. It's like the Great Walmart speculation. It's like it can't be me. Yeah.
It's literally who's doing that?
Yeah. Who's doing that?
Yeah, it's like a chirping sound. I keep hearing it. Like, I don't know what it is. Anyway,
I wasn't.
Shout out to JWC
I wasn't sure if it was me. I don't know if it's me because I'm on my phone. I tried muting myself, but it was still going after I muted myself. So
yeah, I just tried that too. I'm still
I'll
going.
mute myself too. But
well, now I don't hear it though. So
I did turn my volume down. So
all right,
I don't know
I don't
if
hear
it's
it
like
anymore.
It's a gremlin.
Yeah.
It's the sour unks. That's who it is. It's the sour
I think it's a Jawa. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's those Jawas trying to cut your power and end this stream because it's not a Sandcrawler now.
I do want to say my favorite part about the LAAT is that it's a non one-off vehicle.
Yep.
Because you look at like the Ghost, the Barge, the Razor Crest, those are all one-offs.
Mm-hmm.
Where this is like almost like an army builder. You can get multiple. Where like, am I really gonna have 3 Ghosts flying in a formation? Am I gonna have like 2 Razor Crests flying next to each other? No.
One to blow up and one to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mando or Zeb. Somebody has a new Razor Crest in the movie, according to the leaked trailers. So I'm hoping they offer a sticker set to make it look like that new one because I got one in storage still for the carded figures.
Then I need 2 though.
It's a good point that this is the first like customizable HasLab as well. Like it's got the different panels on it. It's got like a lot of potential to army build and have multiples. So not just like the one-off like you were talking about.
Well, because it reminds me of like what G.I. Joe does when they have like the HISS tank or something like that. It's like this isn't just like a named ship or something. It's like it's meant for an army that you can have multiples of for putting troops in. So like I think that's pretty cool that they're doing that.
And also like I said, like if you get 2 of these, you can have one on the flight stand, one on the hover. Like that's such a good display option to have 2 different looking gunships with 2 different like things going on. Like
you can have an Attack of the Clones display. You can have different Clone Wars displays.
Well, you see that in Attack of the Clones, like when the ones landed and they're all coming off of it. There's other ones in the background coming in to land and taking off behind it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
So.
I think there's 3 or 4 in the actual arena itself, so you need 3 or 4 to get the scene. I think we actually see 3, but then like I don't know how all the other Jedi get on, so I'm going to say there's 4, but who knows?
Use the Force, man.
Yes.
If I had infinite money, I would get the additional 9 to get every single nose art, but
there you go.
Unfortunately, have
take out a small loan. What are you doing, man?
I mean, I've thought about
loans.
You have 8 days.
You got some time.
No, I think I'll just put a bunch on my wedding registry for.
There you go.
There you go.
Aftermarket, yeah.
Speaking of only having 8 days left, I want to say I know a lot of people have still been having issues backing it with the Hasbro Pulse website, whether it's because of I've had issues, mine are resolved now, but I used to have issues with my phone number or my address. Like I have 2 versions of my address on there for some reason.
Same.
But so just if you're gonna back it, I would not wait until the last minute. Take some time to kind of make sure that it's working. Order something else on Hasbro Pulse if you have to first, whatever.
I will say with the website and all the clunkiness that's been happening at checkout, I've been experiencing that for quite a while, and I found the one way to get through any of it is using the PayPal option. I've had
Yeah.
no issues with that. So if you're still trying to get this for some reason, it's not letting you check out. Just use PayPal.
And it's
So they know they're
It's-
trying to fix it, but
It's mind-boggling to me that like the website still suffers from all these problems. Where they're like, "Go
Yeah.
back this HasLab," and I'm like, I can't even get through the checkout process. It's
Yeah,
like,
let's-
bruh, what's
talk
going
about
on
shelf
over there
life
at
issues.
Hasbro?
it was ridiculous. It told me like every one of my credit cards just doesn't work, and I was like,
Same.
that is
I've had
garbage.
that happen. I've
And
had
then-
that happen.
Then I did
Sometimes-
PayPal, and it was like no problem.
No problem.
So
yeah.
weird.
That's why it's your pal.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
pal.
They honestly, and I feel like I never had this problem. I felt like Hasbro Pulse's UI was always clunky, but ever since they updated to this new like look for the app and the website, it has just been awful for me. I have had such
agree.
an awful time. Way more problems than I did on the old UI.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
there was something I wanted to... So, I kind of wanted to just briefly touch on, because I don't want to beat a dead horse here. We've talked about the gunship. I know we've talked about it for 6 hours at least, but
At least.
At least.
I feel like for me, listening to Steve and Chris talk on the interview that John did with Evan and those guys, that was so awesome to watch. And again, I really recommend you guys watch it. Go check it out on the SWTVC
Thank you.
YouTube channel. There was a moment on there that I really enjoyed. Was listening to Chris and Steve talk about why they're in this profession and why they are so passionate about Star Wars specifically. And it was really, really heartwarming and honestly very emotional moment with specifically Steve talking about why he does what he does. And really, it's moments like that I kind of realize I've been debating making a video about this on my channel, that I just feel like there's just a group of collectors that have really lost sight of why they collect, and then they end up spewing just venomous, toxic, just poison all throughout the community, and it affects all toy lines. It's not specific to the gunship, it's not specific to HasLab, it's every part of the collecting community has this similar issue where I feel like you have a lot of collectors that are so focused on the wrong things when it comes to this hobby that they are because obviously criticism is important, and that's how we get better product is by us as the consumers criticizing things we don't like, things we want to see improve. But when you make that like your brand, I feel like it completely it perturbs the entire community, and it really drives everybody into a negative space, because then everybody's more focused on arguing with each other. And as I'm talking, I hear the chirping again.
Your chair squeaking
Bro,
or something? I don't
it's
know.
like going. It's going even more.
It's got to be like somebody's mic picking up.
It's gotta
Something.
be. It's
If
gotta
we
be.
all mute while we're not talking, maybe that'll help.
But I feel like we all get so caught up in arguing with each other. Like some people want to argue, oh well, TVC should be OT only, and then other people come in and they say no, it shouldn't, and then we all start fighting with each other rather than just remembering why we enjoy the hobby and why we started collecting and why we all have this shared interest. I feel like, and not to sound like a stupid little let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya, but like that, I think it is really, I think that's what the thing that brings us all together is our shared enjoyment of these toys. And I feel like it really, we get lost in the weeds of fighting over stupid stuff sometimes, like how much articulation something has, or how much paint apps this figure has, and they didn't paint the cartridges on the back of Anakin's belt, so therefore I hate the figure, or just
Shit
just
figure.
perfect.
Shit figure.
It's trash.
But yeah, just stuff like that. I don't know. It's kind of been something that as I've sat with specifically the gunship, this product means so much to me and my childhood and things like that. And I feel like I hope I've done a good job of not getting lost in the weeds with people who don't like the product. But I've had so many instances where people just want to fight me about this being an objectively overpriced item or an objectively
because
this.
it is Tommy. It's objectively overpriced. Come on now.
It should be a
But-
2002 price. Come on, Tommy.
Yeah. Why isn't this $50 and giving me a back rub when I pick
Come on,
this
man.
up?
Dude.
And I hear you, especially like sometimes on YouTube, you get flooded with all these comments on like videos you make, especially when it came to this gunship, and it's just like, My guy, are you mad at breakfast? Like, why are you so upset about this?
It's
What's wrong
it's
with you?
too expensive, and it's not a Jawa box. I hate this.
I mean,
And I get it. Like, everybody's got tastes and stuff like that. That's fine. You know, I'm not telling you you have to like this thing. But
right.
People commenting the same negative thing on every post. It's like, yes, we hear you.
We
And I think
get it. Yeah.
what Chris said in that interview also was like, there's no bad opinions. There's just opinions poorly expressed. So like,
Yeah.
you don't have to love everything by any stretch of the imagination, but just be respectful. These people that work on this stuff are human beings. You know, they're doing a job. They're trying to do their best, dealing with constraints of time and money and everything else, resources. So it's just like, I don't know. And these are like, I don't know. Kumbaya, can't we all just get along? But like people that start people that start the scale wars of 3.75 versus 6-inch, like we have way more. We're dudes that collect Star Wars figures. Like we have way more in common than not. Just because I like one thing and you like another doesn't mean you're a bad guy or I'm a bad guy, whatever. You know. So like, let's focus on that and just let's all get what we want. Okay.
What'd your homie say? I piss on the Black Series.
Yeah, I spit on Black Series. I spit.
That's crazy. I love
Shout out Connor Calaruso. Hail to the panel and to the chat. Hope everyone's doing great. Thanks for the $9.99, man. Really appreciate it. Fig, did you have something to say?
Oh, I said when the Black Series has peak like this old Obi-Wan Kenobi, what's there to complain about? I also was gonna say, you know, people like that, touch grass, try gardening, drop the hobby.
Yeah.
Go outside.
Yeah.
Interact with other humans, not through a phone screen or a computer.
Yeah.
Yes, true that. I think a lot of people need to hear that. I was gonna say something. I don't remember if it was something someone said in chat or, I think John brought it up. Like I literally see. I have a dude who has commented 9 times, and he comes back and comments like once every few days on the same video that's been out for like weeks now. Wow. And every day he like replies to 7 people in the comment section, and it's just the same thing over and over again. So my direction that I've gone in with responding to these people is I just said, hey man, thank you so much for all your comments. Please keep commenting because this is really helping push my video in the algorithm. I really appreciate the support. And he hasn't commented since then, so I don't know if I just like made him mad or but
kill him with
damn it,
comments.
this guy's getting success off my comments. Guy.
He duped him.
But yeah, it's just I've kind of noticed like. I'm glad that with this project I haven't gotten lost in the weeds of like really trying to like argue with people because I feel like that would be taking away from my excitement about this product. You know, I can't argue if this is something that just is out of your price range. Like I feel bad for you. I want everyone to be able to enjoy a product like this. And it's just the unfortunate state of the hobby right now that if you want something that's as detailed, as big, as as many paint hits as this has, and pieces and things like that. It's just unfortunate that the price has to be as high as it is, and I wish that everyone could enjoy something like this. But it just is the way of things. And
something Tyler likes to always say is, "It'll never be cheaper than it currently is."
That's the thing.
So if you are anywhere on the fence about it, don't wait. Get it now because you don't want to pay $800.
Yeah.
Hey, I was looking at just what the figures cost for the cantina last night with Hunter, and it's
my gosh,
just the figures,
Dude,
the figures cost as much as the cantina did. So if you want this, just get it now.
I'm ready to put the set of figures from the cantina on eBay for $500 because that's what they're selling for.
Do it. That covers another gunship, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It covers a gunship.
Yeah.
But no, I totally agree with everything you were saying too, man. I'm not trying to argue with anyone either. Like I get it. Things are expensive. Maybe you're not into it. I just kind of been like, you know what? I'm hyped for this. I love the Clone Wars. I love Attack of the Clones, the prequels. Any one of my brothers in collecting, sisters, if you guys are like into this shit and hyped about it, I just want to be hyped with you and hopefully get this across the line.
Yeah. But I think I've exhausted all I have to say on this HasLab. Does anyone else have any other thoughts? Anything they want to share? Anything that they want to get on their soapbox about with this HasLab?
I do have one gripe.
Let's hear it.
I wish that it came with 2 loose pilots and 1 on card.
Yep, I
That's
get that.
that. If I were to
enough.
complain
Would've been
about
smart.
anything with this gunship, it's that I have to take one of the pilots off the card so I can have 2 pilots on my gunship, and that kind of annoys me because I loved how they did the Star Speeder, where they gave you 1 droid on card and 1 loose. I was like, that's perfect.
Yep.
Mhm.
Take
That's
care
a-
of the collectors, especially when it's something like a HasLab, where the only people who are really going to buy this are people who are really into the line and want to collect.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Wilbon, I have a solution for you. If I buy 3 of these, I literally only need 2 pilots. I'm gonna have 4 to sell.
Ooh,
So
okay,
So we help each other out here.
yeah.
because everybody forgets, there's not just a Phase 1 clone pilot.
Yep.
That's
There's
true.
Clone Wars Phase 2, and then there's Revenge of the Sith pilots.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So
This is true.
There you go. And a lot of these specific gunships have, different specific clone pilots that they can repaint and
yep.
That's
release
right.
later.
That's right.
And there
Paulina
is
has
like
question.
a 375 version of the clone pilot that you can get on the skinny mold, and it's a slip-on helmet which you can actually put on this better guy.
There
and
you
then
go.
Fill in that
There we
second
go.
spot.
Problem
Nice.
solved. But yeah, the Star Speeder having the carded and loose Rex, I love that. And I think this is like almost their response to that, but it's like
Yeah.
having 1 more would be awesome as well. But
Yeah, it would have
Right.
been smart.
That's my one thing. But other than that, I love this offering. I don't think it's overpriced. I just think people should back it if they want it. If you don't back this if you don't want it. But again, like if you're on the fence about it at all, just back it. They have those payment plans.
Yep.
I don't see I don't see why not at this point.
I on the same line of Hunter helping Wilbon out. I am really thankful that Shelf Life is going to buy 17 additional gunships for me,
Wow, what a guy!
and then I can pay him back on an interest-free payment plan, which is allegedly financially irresponsible.
That's
to,
right.
What a guy.
to
That's
get-
true
yeah.
What a
love.
guy!
Shout
What a
out-
guy,
shout out
Shelf.
Shelf
What I
Life.
do? What I do? What I do? You can unback all the ones you have, though, Tommy. I got you. Don't worry about it.
I think now that I'm really thinking about it, the only other thing I really have to say about the gunship is to all my people out there telling, screaming, shouting to the hills that this is, I keep seeing objectively overpriced, and it either goes one of 2 avenues here. The first avenue is this should have been pushed at retail for $200. To those people I say, I think you're living in 2008. Gone are the times where Walmart and Target will buy large items to put on retail shelves. Like if you know anything about the current market of toys, it's not that Hasbro won't do it, it's that Walmart and Target won't buy it because it all goes to clearance and it's a big bulky item that takes up a
huge
lot
box.
of space. Yes. So it's not so much that Hasbro is choosing not to push this in retail. It's that the retailers don't want it anymore. And on top of that, $200, I think, for this particular offering. I think a far less detailed version you could probably push for $200. A smaller, far less detailed version. However, this particular version, with how big it is and how much detail there is, I don't think that $200 is a feasible price. And then the other avenue that I see is just the blanket statement. I see it on every comment section. I hear it on videos. This is a wasted HasLab all the time. They say this is $50 to $100 overpriced, and I'm like,
without fail.
If you could give me any actual real information as to how this is objectively overpriced, then I would be happy to sit down and listen to you. But I have yet for a single person to say, hey, give me actual data that shows that this is being,
Tommy, it should have had a 3 in front of it.
All right, guys, have a good night, everyone.
That's my response. It should have had a 3.
Well, one thing,
50 to $100. Don't drive around aimlessly for like a week and don't eat like McDonald's and takeout for another week. And there you go. You got that cost covered, man.
Literally just like don't go to like a nice restaurant once.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Facts.
And that nice restaurant eventually ends up in the fucking toilet. This is going to stay on your
I mean-
shelf.
Exactly.
It does.
Think about it that way.
Like
Are you-
Ahsoka said, your vision's flawed.
Well, I guess I really hope it does. But yeah. I still have a hypothetical question for everybody backing this. And
Yeah.
I think like some of us, like Hunter, Tommy, Wilbon, and Skywalker, probably already know. Maybe might know where I'm going. But anyways, so in terms of HasLab versus made to order, and with this specific shit, and where it's still kind of on the fence, we think it's gonna back, but still a lot of numbers to go. If it was $100 more, but it was guaranteed as a made to order, would you rather do that so you don't have to sweat, not having to worry about backing, just you as a collector, knowing you're going to get one? When you pay that money, it's a done deal. You don't have to go wait 30 days. Or is that price jump?
Me
much?
personally, I'd rather just be a HasLab and just
Okay.
like do streams like this and try to encourage people to back it. I don't think 8,000 is that big of a threshold to get over for a HasLab project. Like in terms of like what we've seen so far from the community at large, and you know, even other fandoms from that have backed these HasLab projects.
Mhm.
I'm just happy that I can back this, and then I don't get charged until the end of the campaign. I do wish I got charged when it actually shipped,
Mm-hmm.
versus having
Yes.
to pay a year or more in advance for this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
don't pay
for
your rent.
me,
Good solution there.
I think for me, it's like a double-edged sword, because on one end, yeah, of course, I would prefer the safe option, which would be that I order it and I'm guaranteed to get it. I don't have to count on, people not smear campaigning it. I don't have to count on people being able to come up with the money in a mere 45 days. I don't have to, there's a lot of variables with HasLabs, but kind of like Wilbon said, I would not be, friends with like Toys Are the Way or SWTVC if it weren't for projects like this that really bring the community together and cause us to interact more, cause us to stream more.
True.
When there's a
Yeah.
campaign, it's something in the community that causes more of a buzz than, we spent 5 minutes tops talking about the new holiday Black Series figures. We spent maybe 5 minutes talking about the new Droid Factory Probe Droid set. It would just be another reveal. And yes, you could talk about how excited we are about it and how we want to display it, but I feel like the hours and hours of conversation that have come from this HasLab come from it uniquely being a campaign that you're actively trying to, as a community, get to that 8,000 number. And again, I wouldn't be interacting with different people and having opportunities to, meet new friends and really, bring this community closer together if it weren't for the HasLab model. So while I do think that the HasLab model is kind of like, it kind of sucks sometimes, especially if a project doesn't fund, or like, especially if I feel like tiers are lackluster on a specific project, it's just I feel like the idea of it brings the community together more than anything else.
I'd like to talk about
Absolutely.
tiers as well. Like, for me, I've never understood the concept that the tiers are what keeps you from backing the project. Like, if you don't think the base offering is worth it, you shouldn't back it at all. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
to me, like the tiers are always just bonuses. Like,
Yeah.
these 3 Jedi to me are just bonuses that I could get for my awesome gunship that I'm going to fill out with clone troopers. Like, I just don't understand that mindset. Like, for the Rancor also, like with the bones and the cardboard backdrop, I'm like, yeah, I don't really care what the tiers were with this thing. I just really wanted a 1/12 Rancor. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. And like 3, $17 figures are awesome. It's nice to get them included. It would be nice to get them included, but they're not a deal breaker if they're not
Yeah,
included, I don't think.
I just
Yeah.
don't see why tiers are ever controversial with this stuff. Like, that should not be what hinges on you buying this product.
Mhm.
Like,
They're-
that'd be like getting mad that like a Jabba, like if you're getting a Jabba's palace setup and you're mad that like they haven't made one specific background character a part
Hermy
of the set.
Yodel.
It's like,
Where is Hermy Yodel?
it's like, really?
We have
like
Yeah.
You're mad that this character that isn't really essential to the set isn't like available yet. Like it could still come out. It's just not there yet.
Like that they announced at a Comic-Con that they're going to do a pack of Cantina characters, and everybody's assuming that the Arlyle Shus, who was the third tier that didn't back for the Cantina, is probably going to be in that set. Like enough people said, hey, we still want him. We'll just pay separately. He's just not free in the Cantina. He'll come a year or two later, and that's fine.
I think the only like HasLab campaign where it kind of mattered to really get the tiers was the Ghost, because we were going to get the crew, and that look you would never get. And like personally, that's my favorite look of them going season 3 into 4.
Yep, for sure.
So they were absolutely necessary. Not to mention there was just like a huge push of people who wanted just rebels in general in this scale, and to like it'll be stupid to have the Ghost and not the crew. You know?
I have to say on the, because Shelf, I particularly want to hear your thoughts on HasLab versus Made to Order, because I know you and I have talked extensively about that subject. But just
can I say something about the tiers before Shelf goes?
Yeah, I also was going to say something about the tiers.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
My thing about the tiers is, I know we joke a lot of the times about like people kind of having a little bit of sticker shock when it comes to things like Hot Toys, or not feeling like I could never pay for something that expensive or blah blah. I genuinely cannot understand the concept of deciding if you're going to buy a $400-$500 item based on the $15 figure that may or may not come with it.
Yeah.
I'm like that you're basing hundreds of dollars based on a $15 figure. That tells me that I think you're looking at it for the wrong reasons.
I don't want Coleman Trevor, so I'm not backing this $450 gunship. It's like,
That's a good point.
Are you brain dead? Like, what the hell?
Wouldn't that be like the same mindset? You skip a whole wave because one figure you don't like's in it.
Yeah.
That's another good point. That's a good point.
No,
I was going to say along that point, I've always kind of thought when it comes to the HasLabs that you should get the like one or two important characters for it, and then I don't think the tiers should be figures. Like this, I would rather have the tiers be things that would make the gunship better, like the gunship, like blast effects, or things like that go with the ship. Because for me, those 3 Jedi mean nothing to me. I won't have them in my display anyway, anyhow. I'm not doing an Attack of the Clones display. They're going to go up on eBay as soon as I get them. I don't want them.
They may not be in your display anyway, because like it's not going to reach those tiers.
I won't even get them. But
right.
Or you'll be surprised and have all 3.
It's like too specific for me, and like even with the Rebels figures, I have all of the regular release figures in the Ghost. I don't have any of the Miro card back ones in the Ghost. So I have
all mine like on card still, like with my display in general.
And I have mine in protectors too, but only because it came with the Ghost on cards. So like, why wouldn't I protect them? But I feel like I didn't need those, me personally, because I didn't care as much. But I understand that that's an important thing to get the crew. But like, I feel like regular releases later could have supplemented that, and you could have maybe done some other things for the ship as tiers instead,
But then would the ship feel incomplete without those ship specific, things? If you see them and you say, "Oh, you're not going to get them," yeah.
Also, with the way like collecting goes, like I would probably be forever and a day to get season 1 Hera and like Ezra and be able to take any like actual shots. Where like since we got all those tiers, I had all the figures. I could open them up.
That's fair.
And just be like,
but
boom.
It's an interesting question, and like the Razor Crest had a mix of figures and like the stand and stuff were tiers then. Yeah. So I don't know what the right answer is, but there's been other crowdfunds for other brands where like it doesn't seem worth it without the tiers, but like this, I don't think it feels worth it as is, and the tiers are fun bonuses, and I think that's how they should be doing it.
Yeah. So Shelf, what's your thoughts on the whole on Fig's question about made to order versus HasLab?
I don't care, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if this fails, HasLab's done. They'll probably never go back to it because it's just not doing well. I don't really care about the tiers. It'd be best if they just got rid of it and just added the figures with the main package. because that pushes a lot of people away. So they just got rid of that. It'd be cool. But yeah, I like made to order. I think it's nice. But if it's going to be $550, who said $550 earlier?
Yeah, that was the hypothetical price. Yeah,
That is a lot of money. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we'll see if it backs. I think it'll back right now. What do you guys think?
I think.
I think
back.
30 seconds.
It'll
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah.
I would say it's gonna back. I don't know about any of the tiers.
yeah, the tiers is a whole other.
That's still very much up in the air for me.
No way.
I could see us getting 1 tier.
Give me Coleman. Give me
Yeah.
Coleman.
Let's
That's
go.
all.
Give
Give
me
me
Yeah.
Coleman Trevor.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm
Let's
at.
capture Coleman.
Capture Coleman.
Capture
Coleman.
There you
I
go.
mean, who knows?
I
Who
wanna
knows?
put, like,
You know,
I want to put the Clone Wars stickers on the ship, and then have like the company in there, and then have Coleman Trevor's dead body like slumped in a chair everywhere they go.
Oh
We
my.
got we just got
That'd be
some great
great.
Dooku and Jango figures. I was going to look great next to those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the ground.
Giving them trouble. Oh, sorry. Here's mine, and here's my Jango over here. I gotta clean this up.
That Django is awesome.
The deluxe
I love-
Django is too cool, man.
I
have
love that
one.
figure.
yeah.
But imagine
Yeah, I
Coleman
got
between
them too.
giving those guys a hard time. Come on, that'd be awesome.
Heck yeah.
They
I mean,
look
Coleman
incomplete
didn't
enough
really
for
give him a hard time, did he?
That's true.
Well, you know,
He tried, man.
He
I mean-
tried.
Credit.
he was the
A
meat
for effort.
skills.
A for effort.
Yeah.
Speaking of old molds, I have that TVC Django in my Django Fett Slave 1. That
Yeah.
is an old mold.
Yeah.
It is. We've
Yeah.
come a long way since that.
Yeah, dude. So I think the last thing I wanted to just briefly touch on before the stream is over here, because I think we've pretty much covered the back the LAAT. Everyone needs to go back the LAAT. I might be up to 4 now.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're not getting married.
Might be up to 5 in the end
Wow.
of next week. I don't know.
I
We'll have
got-
to see.
No.
I backed my 4th the other day. Who knows
Nice.
where we
Yeah.
will be?
I've been thinking about my 5th, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I think I
let's-
might have to meet you there before the end, before September 8th.
Let's
I
do
think,
it.
I
Let's
think I'm just sticking with one.
just ruin our lives.
I'm
Fair
a
enough.
one and done.
I
One's
mean,
better
hey,
than none.
One's better than none.
so
I think I'm Too guaranteed for now. We'll see. I don't know.
Nice.
So
I might do 3.
I
That's
have
crazy.
some some news here for Star Wars Starfighter. So this will probably be affecting us all at some point in 2026 or 2027, because I'm sure there will be action figures for Black Series and TVC
Toys.
for this next Star Wars movie. So we know Ryan Gosling is starring here, and we see him with a picture with this little boy here. This,
I know
they-
him.
this little boy, and I will pull up a different tab now. This little guy is the, I believe it's this kid, Flynn Gray. And then we also have a star-studded cast here with
Yes.
big names like Mia Goth, Amy Adams, Matt Smith, Simon Bird, Aaron Pierre. A lot of big names in Hollywood right now. I've been seeing a lot of conversation going on about this, whether this is a good thing for Star Wars or not. I know I've talked to Wilbon, Hendricks, Hunter, and Fig about it. What's your guys' opinion on this? Do you feel like I see the opinion on one hand that Star Wars should be all no names, like how a lot of it was with the original trilogy. I know you still had big names like Peter Cushing and Sir Alec Guinness, but or like in the prequels, we have big names like Sam Jackson as Mace Windu, where it works having a big name, but then we see other cases where a lot of people didn't like it, like Jack Black and Lizzo in The Mandalorian season 3.
That was
that
stupid. Yeah.
that
No, that's
acid,
peak. That's peak, bro.
that
What do you-
acid trip of an episode of The Mandalorian. But
Can I interject real quick? What a waste of Doc Brown. With the
Oh
acting.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I was like, anyways. continue.
He was a Count Dooku fan.
Yeah.
He's
Big
visionary.
He was a visionary.
but yeah, anyone want to just jump in and give their thoughts?
I'll go.
He's ready.
If they do it right, who cares?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Basically,
exactly.
Yeah.
Who
Yep.
gives a shit?
exactly.
If it's
dude.
good, it's good. If it sucks, it sucks. So there you go. There's
Pretty
my
much.
peak.
That's pretty much my thoughts, man.
Yep.
I really feel like if the writing is good, it won't matter if the actor is amazing, is star-studded or not. I think my biggest example of this in recent Star Wars history goes to Elizabeth Dulau, who played Clea in Andor. That was her breakout role out of acting school, was that, show. And that she did an amazing performance. And I really, really loved her performance. And that's because the writing was good and the directing was good. And I feel like you can have, it doesn't matter if the actors are good or not. If the story sucks, then it's gonna be bad altogether. So I feel like for me it's not something that I would make a fuss about.
Yeah, and I think all these actors, at least the ones that I know, are very talented. Like Ryan Gosling, Mia Goth, Matt Smith, are all great in everything I've seen them in. Amy Adams. I don't know a lot of the British guys, but apparently Simon Bird is really funny. I'm sure he'll be a wacky droid or something. I need more wacky droids. I haven't seen Rebel Ridge, but I know everybody loves that movie with Aaron Pierre in it, and so I don't know. There's some good talent here. It's got a good cinematographer as well. It's the guy that shot Maverick, Top Gun, and F1 and stuff. So I'm interested to see.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I see some good talent. They should all back a LAAT.
Yeah.
Then I feel different.
You're spitting.
Somebody needs to contact Elon Musk and have him just back 100,000 LAATs. That's what we need to do.
Wait, they should put the LAAT in Star Wars Starfighter. That'd be great.
I was gonna say that.
No. What if they fly around in like a refurbished LAAT?
Yeah.
It's like when Cyril Karn has his hot toys in his bedroom in his
Yeah.
apartment. But yeah, that was all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to touch on this. Hendrix, did you have any thoughts on the Star Wars Starfighter thing?
I just think if they do a good story, like I said in our little group chat a few days ago, as long as they take the story seriously, I think that's when Star Wars works the best, is when it takes itself seriously. So yeah, I think, if the story's good, which I like Sean Levy. I mean, I think he's a good director. I think this could be really good.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. This is about all I wanted to do for this stream. We covered some news, shotgun through some Star Wars reveals. It was honestly a pretty light month for new product for Star Wars, but I feel like that's something we all kind of needed, because I know a lot of pre-orders are processing on older pre-orders right now, and we have a LAAT that we need to back. So I feel like it was a good stream. I feel like we covered all the bases. Obviously spent a lot of time talking about the gunship because there's a lot of excitement about that. Guys, anything else anybody really wants to plug before the end of the stream here?
Fig and I will be streaming tomorrow on our channel. That should be a lot of fun every week on Mondays. Also, happy Labor Day weekend to everybody watching. Hope you guys have had a good time. Hopefully it's off work for everybody. Hopefully nobody has to labor on Labor Day tomorrow.
I do, but I'm getting holiday pay tomorrow, so
all right,
Be worth it.
Pay off those gunships with that.
Yeah.
You go.
But I will be streaming. I'll be on a couple streams on Monday, September 8th. I will be on with Sarlacc Digest at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for our usual Toy Chest show. That'll be fun to stream with those guys on the last day of the LAAT campaign. And then I will not say the other stream because I don't know if it's been publicly announced yet. So
there you go.
But there might
remains
be
a
another
mystery.
stream. Yeah, there might be another stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else anybody wants to plug? Shelf Life. I know you have an awesome YouTube channel. You post a lot of nostalgic Clone Wars content.
He actually doesn't have an awesome YouTube channel. No, I'm kidding.
I'm currently painstakingly making this new video, and I'm putting a lot of work into it, so I hope it does well. Probably terrible. It's Moon Jockey and I, so we'll see.
Oh, that guy? I hate that guy.
Who is that? Who is that guy?
Actually, you just reminded me. I think he DM'd me like yesterday, and I did that thing where I opened it, but I was at work, so I couldn't answer. And I don't think I ever replied. So
you left him on red.
I hate Moon Jockey. That's what you heard it here first.
You heard it.
Where is my diss track? Anyway.
Yeah.
What's with all these jockeys all of a sudden?
Lots of jockeys around now.
Yeah.
It's jockey season.
There must be a lot of horses around too, then, right?
Yeah.
Let's go racing, boys.
Yeah.
If I can plug real quick, yes,
Yeah.
SWTVC is streaming the finale night. We announced it a week ago. Is that what you're referring to? I believe
Yes,
you'll
that
be
was
joining
what I was
us. Okay,
referring to.
yes.
Yes.
And I quickly looked on our Instagram. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
I think we announced that.
Okay.
Yes. So we'll be streaming as well. So check that out. And we're also doing a ghost giveaway. So if you back the Gunship and Cinch Proof to Mile High Ground, Evan on Instagram, you can be entered in the Great Big Ghost giveaway. We need to push those posts out again to get more people aware. Even people that are on the stream, including me, are not aware that we have mentioned these things. So we have some work to do to promote that still. But yes, so that'll be a fun time. So
Sweet.
check that out.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
It'll be fun. It'll be a long night of streaming, but I love
Yes,
long
I'm sure.
nights of streaming. So.
Oh yeah.
Guys, thank you all so much for joining. Everybody watching, thank you all so much for tuning in for another Blitz Barracks live stream. We'll catch you on the last Sunday of September for the next one, and you guys will get to see on the next one if I will be raging for 2 hours about the LAAT not backing, or if I will be crying tears of joy redoing my entire display for prepping for this thing to show up. So, yeah, and whatever fun action figure news happens between now and then. So, guys, thank you all so much. All my friends here, check them out in the description below. YouTube channels, Instagram pages, you name it. All of it's linked. Guys, thank you for taking the time out of your days to join me on the stream. Always a great time talking with everybody. And yeah,
Great.
we're going to get out of here. So thanks for watching the stream. We'll catch you for the next one. And may the Force be with you.
Breaking off. All units, fire at will. 1-2, pick your target. Too many, Captain. Watch your stabilizer, Gold 6. Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. Gotta hold them here.